Can you all see the board?
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am.
Okay. Please see, one thing is kindly keep answering in between. இல்லைன்னா நீங்க இருக்கீங்களா இல்லையான்னு தெரியாது எனக்கு. Okay, because once I start sharing the screen, I will not be able to see anybody. Okay, உங்களெல்லாம் பார்க்கணும்னா then I have to
Okay,
come
ma'am.
back to this, close that and then come here and see. Okay. So நீங்க இருக்கீங்களா இல்லையன்றது எனக்கு தெரியாது. Please, then and there you keep informing me.
Okay, ma'am.
Chat boxல போட்டீங்களா எல்லாரும்? Only 7 of you entered. 27 members have joined. Only 7, 8 இதுதான் இருக்கு எனக்கு. 8 கூட இல்ல. Please put your registration number in the chat box. Bhargav, go ahead, Bhargav. I'm fine. How are you? Who's it? So I have come to your class already. Regular classல வந்திருக்கேன் உங்க கிளாஸ்க்கு. Hello. Hello. Yes, ma. Regular class நடக்கும்போது உங்க கிளாஸ்க்கு நான் வந்திருக்கேனா?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I used to handle your class.
Yes, ma'am.
உங்க கிளாஸ் ரூம் எங்க இருந்தது? It's in the EC block, am I right?
EC block.
EC block outer wing. எல்லாரும் கொஞ்சம் ஃபேஸ் பார்த்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்கு. ஆனா யாருமே ஃபேஸ் காமிக்க மாட்டேன்றீங்க. You are used to this, not showing the face. ஒரு வாட்டி காமிங்க. And then you can close. Good. அரே ஒரு நிமிஷம் நான் பார்க்கறதுக்குள்ளே ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டீங்க. சரண் சார். Who is this one? 1 minute. Shravanti. Good. Bhumana Hindu. Okay. Then Bhumana Rakesh. Praveen. Alam. Good. Clement. Okay, fine. Good. So, because எனக்கு தெரியணும் அட்லீஸ்ட் உங்க போட்டோ இதுல போட்டுறீங்கன்னா தென் நோ ப்ராப்ளம். ஐ நோ வித் ஹூம் ஐ அம் டாக்கிங் டு. எதுவுமே தெரியாம நான் பிளாங்கா எடுக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கும் இல்லையா? நீங்க இப்போ ஆன் பண்ணுங்க ஸ்டார்டிங்ல, அதுக்கப்புறம் ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க. ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, நானே பார்க்க மாட்டேன் யாரையுமே. அந்த ஸ்கிரீன் இஸ் ஷேர்ட். ஓகே. ஸோ பிகாஸ் திஸ் இஸ் ஒன்லி ஸ்டார்டிங். இன்னைக்கு தான் கிளாஸ் எடுக்கிறோன்னா இன்னைக்கு மட்டும் இல்லைம்மா, இனிமே ஃபர்தரா ஐ வில் பி ஹேண்ட்லிங் யுவர் கிளாஸ் ரெகுலர்லி throughout till your placement. என்னென்ன ஹெல்ப் இருக்குமோ, பிகாஸ் we are just starting. இது சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா முடிஞ்சதுன்னா whenever some placement happens, இல்ல ஏதாவது ஹெல்ப் பண்ணனும்னா I will be conducting class for you. Okay. So for that reason only I said, நானும் தெரியணும் யார் இருக்கீங்க யார். Okay, fine. Who is the second person? ரெண்டு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ஒரு கிளாஸ்லயா? இவ்வளவு பக்கத்துல இருக்க கூடாதுப்பா, வைரஸ். How come 2 students are together? Hostel Chakradhar. Chakradhar? Yeah. No, not you. வேற யாரா இருந்தாங்களா? I don't know. I didn't see the name properly. ரெண்டு பேர் இருந்தீங்களா? எங்க அது? Who are they? 2 students together. Maybe brothers? யாரும் தெரியல. Anyhow. So we will be starting the class now. Time ஆயிடுச்சு. Another 2 minutes or 3 minutes I'll wait and I'll start the class. So till then I just want to get stop presenting. Present it to everyone. Okay. So I just wanted to say hi. And where ஏதாவது உங்களுக்கு changes வேணும், you want from the like a certain topic to be done in detail or எது இருந்தாலும் you can just message me. We will do it accordingly. Because I am actually regularly taking class for other batch. So in case you need, we can just plan that also. இப்போதைக்கு இந்த crash course முடிட்டோம். But in future also, like I have asked for a creation of a separate WhatsApp group. ஏன்னா இதுல கன்ஃபியூஷனா இருக்கு, எல்லாருக்கும் அனுப்பும் போது யாருக்கு அனுப்புற யாருக்கு அனுப்பலன்றது.
ஓகே.
கிரியேட் a separate WhatsApp group. நீங்க வச்சிருக்கீங்களா உங்க குரூப்க்கு? நீங்க யாரா வச்சிருக்கீங்களா தனியா குரூப்? இல்லையா? அரே somebody answer. ராகேஷ்.
மேம் வாட் மேம்?
அதம்மா யார் பேசுறீங்கன்னே தெரியல. ஓகே, தட்ஸ் வாட் மேம். நீங்க வாட்ஸ்அப் குரூப் நீங்க உங்களுக்கு தனியா வச்சிருக்கீங்களா? ஏன்னா the whole 300 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு போறதுன்னா அது வந்து ரொம்ப கன்ஃபியூஷனா இருக்கு. many different messages are coming. Okay, பார்க்கலாம்.
Okay.
We'll start the class now. I think now you can switch off the videos. Thank you so much. I wanted to see you all. I'll be happy to see you all again and again. Fine. So screen தெரியுதா?
எஸ் மேம்.
Yes. ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாமா? நல்ல டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ் நடுவுல இருந்தா மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் நீங்க அதை அன்மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு கேட்கும்போது மட்டும் நீங்க அன்மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு ஆன்சர் பண்ணா போறோம். ஓகே, இல்லடா ஃபுல்லா டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ்னா ரெக்கார்டிங்ல அந்த மாதிரி வரும். இது ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிட்டு திஸ் ஐ வில் பி ஷேரிங் வித் யூ பீப்புள். ரைட். ஸோ இப்போ சொல்லுங்கம்மா. Find the missing term. So missing term, see, actually this is the actual paper of Capgemini. So Capgemini oda paper on we are going to do it the old paper, not the new one. So the old paper. So this is what they are doing. So I'll just show you the questions first so that you will have an idea like what all the questions they're asking. So the first question is about the missing in the series, missing number in the series. Okay, I forgot to erase this one. 1 minute. Sorry, just now I took the class. So the second problem, that is time and work. Okay, so this is like second one is time and work. You have to find this. Third one is man runs at a speed of 40. Speed problem. இதுவும் ரொம்ப damn simple direct problem. Speed is equal to distance by time, and the formula use பண்ணா you will get the answer. And the fourth one is also very simple. 5/21 of 1260 is a direct calculation. I don't know why they ask such a small problem. இது கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமான problem. இது எது தெரியுதா? In under what category will this come? Answer me please. Under which category will this come?
Time and distance.
Very good. அப்படின்னா எல்லாரும் முடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்கன்னு அர்த்தம். Okay, next one. இது வந்து mixtures, right? And a mixtures ன்னு சொல்றது there is nothing. Yeah, there is nothing to do with mixtures. It's a very very simple problem. Next. இது எந்த கேட்டகரியில வரும்?
Percentage.
Okay, fine. இது
ages ma'am.
ages, very good. Next.
Pipes and systems.
Pipes and systems.
Pipes and scissors, very good. Next one.
Profit loss.
Profit loss.
Profit loss. Good. Next one.
Averages.
Averages.
Super. Average. Next one. இது நானே இன்னும் பார்க்கல.
PNC.
Probability.
PNC.
Probability. Okay, fine. Logarithm. Okay. Then comes LCM. LCM என்றது you can easily find out.
XCF.
No easy problem தான். HCF LCM. So it's also easy problem. The next one is இது கொஞ்சம் டிஃபரெண்டான கேட்டிருக்காங்க, பட் இட்ஸ் நத்திங் பிக். இட்ஸ் ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸ். நான் ஃபங்க்ஷனா இது. Yeah, functions problem. And this one is again percentage problem. I think this is the last. Okay, so these are the problems you are going to see in aptitude. You have two things in that. Morning on the உங்களுக்கு brief பண்ணிருப்பாங்க இல்லையா? They would have briefed about what type of problems you are going to get in Capgemini. Essay, English is actually only essay. So essay is very important. They would have discussed about all that. And then the next is aptitude and reasoning you have. And then technical. Okay. So technical, we are not doing it. Other than the indoor department panvanga. So that alone, I'm just leaving it. Aptitude will do, then we'll go for the reasoning part. So aptitude part, we'll do it. And followed by this, Accenture paper, we will do it. Okay. Capgemini paper, then Accenture paper. Then third one, because we're planning for 3 papers as per the timing given us. Okay. Moonavathu paper vandu we will go for either CTS or TCS. So these 3 papers we will discuss completely. Okay. First, tell me now what to do with this. Anyone? Whenever you have a sequence, you need to find out first the path you have to study like what are the values they're giving and how to write this. So I'm just writing this value. The next one is question mark. Okay. Then you have to see that how the variation is coming. If the variation is suppose very close by, then we can say that it's like some difference or something you have to take and find out. Illa or multiplication la varudhan paakano. It looks like a multiplication, correct? So when you multiply this, what will happen? You just have to hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Enna varano inge? How will you guess? How will you proceed in this? See, I'm not bothered about how you're getting the answer. I mean, like for final answer. And the process is what is required. So, if you know that these values, gradually it is increasing and there's something divide by 3. That means you're going to divide something by. Am I right? So, it's not only multiplication, division is involved. Otherwise, you will not get 3 in the denominator because there is no 3 here. So, that means you're going to divide something by. That is the first option. The second option is, the second clue is, you know that it is not linearly increasing. Is it linearly increasing? No. 45, 60, then 240, then this is like, it's increasing highly. That means it's not linear. Some exponential increase like our virus is increasing. In that way it is increasing, correct? So therefore there are 2 things to be considered. Let us always go for the difference. That is how I do it. But in case you are very good in that, you do it in different way, kindly go ahead with that. Normally I try to take the difference. So what's the difference of these 2?
180.
180. Good. What is the difference of these 2?
80.
Super. Then we need to find. We don't have anything else. So from 45, you're getting 60. From 60, you're getting 240. So let us, first 2 we may not be able to determine. But from 60, how we are getting 240?
Multiply by 4, ma'am.
Yeah, good. So when you're 60, when you're multiplying by 4, you're getting 240. But from where this 4 has come? Because the same concept here apply, then it's okay. We are not getting this 480 here. Multiplying, sorry, not even 4. 4 times is 960. That we are not getting it here. So what are you supposed to do now? How do you get this 4? 60 into 4, you are getting 240. But from where this 4 has come? 60 at least is here. 4 is coming from where? எப்படி வரும் அந்த 4?
15 fours.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay. நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம் இப்போ அந்த 15 போடுறவங்க அந்த இப்படி போட்டுக்கலாம்னா by 15 வருமா?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what that's what this is how you have to guess and see whether the next also it is working in the same way. So we are taking the 60. From 60 we need to go for the 240. அது எப்படிலாம் வருதுன்னு பார்க்கணும் different ways. So we can see that into 4 is correct, but there is no 4 anywhere here. But how to arrive at 4? 60 by 15 we will get 4. So that is what I have done here. So that means you are going to take 60 square divided by the difference. Shall we try for the next one? இங்க வந்தாச்சு. அப்ப next என்ன பண்ணோம்? We need to consider 240 square. 240 square is nothing but 240 into 240. Divide by? What will come in the denominator? 240 divided by?
15.
That 15 is this one, na? We have taken here. This 15 is actually coming here.
180.
Good, 180 because 15 is here, ma, but we have taken this 15 for this particular value. So this 15 we are considering here. So here we have to consider what?
180.
This 180, right? So 180. So what is the value here? What's the answer?
320.
320, because the 0 will get cancelled. 24 by 18 in 6, it will go 4 times, 3 times. So 4 by 3. 3, this will go 80 times. So 80 into 4 is 320. So that is what we have here, 320. Right. So now you take the difference of these two. So the difference of these two we are taking is 80. So what is the next step we are supposed to do? Anyone?
320 into 320 by 80
Good. 320 into 320
by 80.
by 80. Okay. So when you do this, you can just see this will go 4 times. So 4 into this is going to be how much? 400, 428, 43.
8, 12.
And just to check whether you're, because we have just done only 2 steps and we may not be correct also. So in order to check that also, what you can do, the next step you can go for that. What is the next step? When you have this as 1280, take the difference of these two. What is it? Because you are getting something in the denominator, so you have to check that also. So what are you supposed to do now? Take the difference of 1280 and 320. So what's the difference? Subtract this 320 here. What will be the value? 960. Correct?
Next.
So 960. So what is the next step you have to do now?
1280 into 1280 by 960.
1280 into 1280 divided by 960.
960.
Good. So here you have to cancel this, and in 32 this will go 3 times, this will go 4 times. So that is again in this. Can you cancel? I don't think so.
No.
You cannot cancel. Sorry. So this is not possible. So what you can do is 4 into this 400, 4 into 8 32. 3 will be there. 4 into 2 8 plus 3 11. 1 is balance. 4 into 4 plus 1 5. And you have 3 in the denominator. So do you get this value here? The next step you have this. That means whatever we have done is right. Is that clear? So the answer is 1280.
80.
Fine. So in that way you will have different sequence. You just have to think of all that, how the variation is happening, whether multiplication is required or division is required, and always try to go for the difference or the multiplication. So try to take that, then that will solve your problem to some extent. Okay, we'll go to the next one.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes. This is going to be slightly tougher. Let me see how you are going to proceed. I want you to know how to do it. So நீங்க சொல்லுங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம். என்ன பண்ணலாம் first step? What is the first step you are supposed to do? Is everybody from Tamil Nadu or somebody from Andhra who cannot understand Tamil? Then I'll only keep.
Start from Andhra, ma'am.
Andhra, ma'am.
Okay, then you don't understand Tamil. Fine. Then in that case, we'll go only for English.
Okay, ma'am.
Of course, I can't go for Telugu, though I was in Andhra for some time, but still I didn't learn Telugu. Okay. First step. What are you supposed to do in the first step?
Number of
For
women.
1 day.
Always, when you read these kind of questions, when they have too many things, what you do is step by step you do it. So the first step is you go for the first sentence. Sometimes you may not take the first sentence, you may go for the second. But I'm just saying, take the first sentence here. What is given here? The task is done by 12 men or 15 women in a span of just 14 days. So leave off even the 14 days. Take only the first two. 12 men or 15 women. What's the meaning of that? 12 men or 15 women. What do you mean by this?
Anyone.
Anyone. Or either 12 men are going to complete the work or 15 women are going to complete the work. That means the efficiency of 12 men is equal to efficiency of 15 women. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So in that case, what you should do is reduce it now. This 3, when you take out, this is going to be 4 men equals 5 women. Right. So efficiency, when you say, normally for the time and work problem, what we do is we consider some value. We assume, like in percentage also, I keep telling the same thing. Normally for the percentage problem or this time and work problem, or sometimes even for the speed problem, we try to assume the value and do it so that that becomes easier. Unless otherwise they give the value. Like you have seen one problem. No, I think, yeah, you saw that. Something divided by 21 into some values, you have to do it. So you can't assume anything. You have to get the number. But when they are giving you some problem where the numbers are less, in that case, you go for the assumption of the value. Okay. So one thing I want to say, in most of the algebraic equation or anywhere, when you have a something number like this, what is A and B? They are variables, right?
Yes, ma'am.
2 and 3 are constants. So we say 2A equal to 3B. What can be your A value?
3B by 2.
3B by 2.
No, I just don't want that to be done. I said the value. Value means again you're including variable in that. This is a constant. This is a constant along with some variable. It's like 2 into A. This is 3 into B. I need to assume some value for A. So what value will you assume for A?
1.
If you assume A equal to 1, what is your B?
0.6.
If you take A equal to 1, then it's going to be 2 equal to 3B, 0.6. So is it a simple number? 0.6. So this is not the right value, right? A equal to 1 is not the right value. I don't want to complicate the numbers. See, you are trying to get a number in such a way that the problem becomes easier, not that tough. So what you can do one thing, this
3,
constant.
ma'am.
Yeah, good. This constant term, whatever you have here, assume for this A. Similarly, this constant term for B. Right? So now, any kind of problem, this will come in many places. Whenever you get this kind of things, always try to assume that particular variable as constant in the other side. Similarly, for this B, constant from the other side. Okay? So that both the sides are equal. 2A equal to 3B, 6 equal to 6. That's it. Now you tell me for this one, when 4 men is equal to 5 women, this is nothing but your efficiency. And you
20.
say this is actually efficiency, right? So what will you assume for men? What will you assume for women?
Men 5.
Men 5, women
5,
4.
man
Good.
4.
Women is 4. That means we are saying that one man can do 5 units per day. We are considering some work which has some kind of units, like some product. If he's doing it, he will complete 5 products per day or 5 units per day. In that case, one woman will complete how many units per day?
4
4.
4 units per day. This is clear to know. This is again an assumption only. This is an equation we got it here. From that, I'm assuming let one man do 5 units per day. In that case, one woman will do 4 units per day. That is how the efficiency will be matching here, right? This is the first step. So the second step when you come to, there is something else is there, right? We didn't take care of this 14. What you're supposed to do? You just take, it's mentioned here that 12 men or
15 women.
So either I can take this or I can take this. The or is there. It's not and. When you put and, there's a different meaning. You can see in the second sentence they have put and, whereas here it is or. So when you put or here, either 12 men are completing the work in 14 days or 15 women are doing the same thing in the day. Okay. So I will take one of the values. Maybe I can go for 12 men. They are going to complete the work in 14 days. As per the sentence given, I have written properly, right? Is there anything wrong in this? Nothing is wrong. When 12 men can complete in 14 days, one man can complete in how many days? When 12 men can complete the work in 14 days, one man can complete the work in how many days?
7.
14 by 12.
7 by 6.
7.
Okay, any other answer? Okay, and now I don't want to give this answer here. Let me write something separately. There is a work in the office. There is an office here. Some work is involved here. There are 2 women. Let me take men itself. There are 2 men who go and complete this particular work in one day. Okay, they're allotted some work. 2 men together, they go to the room and they finish. Maybe something like counting the numbers, counting the papers or something. They do that and they finish the work in 1 day. 1 day means they would have given some allotted time. Right. Now imagine this is a routine work they are doing it. 2 men, they go there and they complete in 1 day. Now suddenly what happened? There is only 1 man available. Another man left the job. So when he comes here, will he finish in half a day?
No, ma'am.
In that case, no person will have 2 person. They will, the company people will have only 1 man to complete it, right? So what will happen? How many days will it take? The same work. 1 man left. So that 1 man is doing now. How many days will it take to complete that work?
2 days, ma'am. 2 days.
2 days. Is that clear? So when 2 men can complete in 1 day, 1 man can complete in 2 days. Right? Is that clear? Suppose I put 4 men,
Half a day.
half a day. Right? Is that clear? So this is one thing you should understand. So when I say that 12 men can complete in 14 days, there are too many people, they can do it in 14 days. Imagine that half the people come there. Instead of 12 men, I say only 6 are joining. Then how many days will they take?
7.
Again, you're coming back to the same thing. If you reduce the number of men, how can they finish the work faster?
28 days.
28 men.
Imagine you are constructing a house and you are having some people to help you for the construction. 12 men, you are allotting them and they said we'll finish in 14 days. You say 12 men, I don't want to pay for 12 men, let me have only 6 people. So will it be finished earlier or later?
But
It's going to be slower, right? So it's going to be, when I say 6 men, it's going to be how many days? 28.
20.
Right. We can formulate also. That is 12 men we are saying. So 12 by 6. Okay. Into this one. Because it's inversely proportional, you can say. It's not directly proportional. If it is directly proportional, you can divide. Inversely proportional is as the number of men increases, the number of days decreases. As the number of men decreases, the number of days increases. Right. So this is something which you have to understand this. And now what I'll do is, let me remove this down. I don't have much space to write all this. So now you can tell me, one man can take how many days, ma'am? Tell me, fast. Into?
12.
Okay. Are you confused now? Clear? 1 man means, I can say that, maybe you can formulate this way. When I say 6 men means, you need to divide this by 6, that is 2. Into 2 you have to do it. When I say 1 man, then 12 divided by 1. That means into 12 you are doing it. If I say divide by 9, 12 men can complete in 14 days. 9 men can complete in how many days? So what is this one?
4 by 3.
14
So
into 90.
Into
3 by 4.
Into 4 by 3, not 3 by 4. Into 3 by 4 means you are dividing it by, right? You are not dividing, you are multiplying. Is it clear? So 12 by 9, whatever you are getting, that you have to multiply with this. So when I say 1 man, again 12 by 1 is nothing but 12, right? So you are multiplying into 12. Now it's clear?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So this part is clear now, 14 into 12. So what is this? Number of days that 1 man can complete the work in 14 into 12 days. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And now I want to ask you one more thing. 1 man can do how many units? 1 man can do how many units?
5 units per day.
5 units. That's already mentioned here, right? 1 man can do 5 units. But the 1 man will take so many days to complete. I'm not going to multiply this. Always don't do in between calculation. This many days 1 man is going to take to complete, and every day is going to do 5 units. Therefore, the number of units is nothing but into 5. Is it clear? This is what total unit of work. That is total work which we need it. Clear? For time and work mainly, we need to calculate total unit of work. So that is nothing but you have 14 into 12 days, 1 man is going to complete, and then 1 man every day is going to do 5 units. This becomes your total unit. Is it clear? Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
If you have doubt, I can tell me. Maybe I'll repeat it once I finish the problem. And now, what is the next step, ma?
Number of
Hmm.
7 men and
Good.
15
I have
women
something with the 7. What is that? 7 men
and
And
15
here plus and 15
15
women.
women.
Okay. Here I'm putting plus. Normally, if you see in probability, you don't get confused with it. In probability, we generally say that whenever or comes, it is plus, and comes, it's a multiplication. But here the concept is different. You are adding the number of units what they are doing. So how many units men will do? 4 units per day. So 7 days when he works, he will complete how many units? I'm sorry.
Ma'am,
Men will do 5 units per day. So per day, how many units will he complete? 30.
35.
Because what we have taken this 5 units is per day. So here also I'm considering that men will do 5 units per day. So when they are doing it for 7, the 7 people are doing, they are going to 35 units per day. Okay. And the number of women are 15 and there are 4 units, so
60.
it's going to be 60. So this is nothing but 95 units
95.
they are doing per day. Please understand this. Okay. You know that the total number of units are this one. 14 into 12 into
12.
and divided by 95. Why divide by 95? Per
we
day,
have to
how much? So you have to see how many days will they take to complete it. Okay, I'll clarify that. Suppose you have, say, 190 units to be completed. Per day, if for one person, this group is doing 95 units. So the 2 days, they'll do another day, they'll do another 95 units. So this is nothing but 190. Right, so it will take 2 days. So how do you get that? 190 divided by 95. Right. So same way, the total unit is already given there. That you're going to divide by 95. So what is the answer? So you can cancel
15.
19. So it's 14 into 12 divided by 19. So what is 14 into 12? So whenever you have a difference of 2, always go for the middle number. 14 and 12 middle is 13. 13 square minus 1.
168.
160.
160. Right. So it's going to be 168 by 19. Or I can say 19 divided 168. Sorry, 168. If it is 20, again to guess that, suppose if it is 20 into 8 will give you 160, which is very close by. So therefore you can also try for 8 here. As 19 is not that easy to calculate, so I'm first initially making this 20 and see which is the closest value. 9 into 7 is, sorry, 8 into 9 is 72. Right, 7 is balance. 8 into 1 is 8, plus 7 is 5. 15. So this is going to be this. So again, I just keep a point, 0. Again, 150 it will go. So 8, 152.
8.8.
8.8. So that should be your answer. Of course, it's not that easy, slightly tougher. As you have seen, there is a mixture of tough problem and easy problem. And one lucky thing is, whether it is tough or easy, all will carry equal marks. Imagine the other problem which I said. Where is it? This also, this problem. Hardly it will take 30 seconds to solve this. Right. But you can see this will not take 30 seconds. So when you see this paper, but nowadays it is online. Online again, if you have an option of scrolling up and down, you can just go and see which are all the problems you can solve easily. Finish up that, then go for the tougher problem. Because sometimes what happens is you may get stuck in this. You might have made mistake in some place, like you said, divide by. And you will keep on doing it again and again, and you will waste your time. You won't feel like leaving this, thinking that time and work, I'm very good, and I'm not supposed to leave. And what student will do is they'll keep on trying that and they'll lose their time. So always try to go to when you attend these papers, check which are the problems are easier, finish up that, then come back to this. Fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Do you want me to repeat this again once?
No, ma'am.
Is clear?
Yes,
Other?
ma'am.
Fine. We'll go to the next one. Yeah, this is easy. I want you to solve this.
Thirty-six.
Good. Who said that?
36.
Yeah.
36.
It's a direct problem. What you are supposed to do?
Speed
Speed
is
is-
equal to distance by time.
A man runs. He covers a distance in how many minutes? So distance time is equal to distance by speed. Right. That's all directly apply. What is the distance given here? 480 meters.
By
But if it is
48.
in meters, you have to convert this also into meters. So it's going to be 48. Converting this kilometers to meters per second is nothing but 5 by 80. So when you do this, 480 into 18 divided by 48 into 5. So here 10 and this is equal to then 36. The answer is 36. 36 seconds. So answer this one. Right? Nothing much to do in this. I'll move on to the next one.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, this one. This is damn simple. Yes, ma'am. You could have got the answer easily.
Five.
Why? What's the answer?
Three hundred.
300. Correct. It's quite simple. Pi by 21 into 1260. So this is like how many times? 6 times it will go. And 0 is there. It's nothing but 300. One step. Right?
Yes.
So now you do this. This is tough. I have to explain a lot in this. Let me see if anybody gives the right answer without my help. What happened? You said the data is given here. Linda starts at 7 a.m. Sorry, Lisa starts at 7 a.m. and Linda starts at 8 a.m. He reaches here. This person reaches here at 11 a.m. and this person reaches here at 1 p.m. So what will you do with this data? These are the only data given to you and they're asking when will they meet? When will they meet? You tell me procedure at least. I told you already. I'm not interested in just getting the answer. I want the process. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you know, you just tell me. How to calculate. Logically, like practically, if you can calculate also, it doesn't matter.
1200.
You can do practically, right? You keep on doing it for, but you have to know the speed. So how will you find the speed? There is nothing mentioned here. Distance is not given. Speed is not given. So how will you find the speed? How will you assume a distance? As I told you, all this kind of problem and nothing is given, you need to assume something. So what distance will you assume here?
X.
How much? Yes, ma.
D.
Answer D. I don't want the answer. Okay, give me the answer, ma. You said D. Please explain how we are getting D. Good, you are at least guessing something. I want the answer. Like how you are getting this D. See, only when you make mistake you can correct. Nobody is perfect. Anybody like after making mistake only we can correct. That's the reason I'm asking you to guess. Simply if I keep giving the answers, there won't be any use. You need to guess and get the answer. You let it be wrong also. Yes, ma'am. How did you get 840? What? Somebody said 840. Totally out, like you were not able to guess? Okay, ma. Then Linda and Lisa and Linda. I don't know why both are starting with L. What is the duration? You see, the same distance both are traveling, correct? Lisa and Linda both are traveling the same distance. They are not going for different distance. So that's a common term which you have here. And now, what is the time taken by Lisa to travel that complete distance, A to B? What is the time taken by Lisa to travel from A to B? 4 hours. 4 hours, right. The time taken by Lisa is 4 hours. Time taken by Linda is
4 hours.
5 hours.
5 hours. Good. So you got the time. I think we discussed earlier about the time and work. If you more people are there, less time taken. Less people are there, more time taken. Similarly, when your speed is high, you will take less time, correct? When the speed is slow, you are very slow, then you will take more time to travel. The same distance. Imagine from the classroom, you till the gate you want to come. When you walk slowly, you will take more time to come. When you walk very fast, you will be faster, you will come very early, right? So similarly, when you say the ratio of the time duration of Lisa and Linda is 4:5, speed will be, because speed and time are inversely proportional. Like in the time on work, we saw that here also. So what will be the ratio of their speed? Who's faster? Linda is faster or Lisa is faster?
Lisa.
Good, because Lisa is going to have only 4 hours, whereas Linda is going to travel the same distance in 5 hours. So their speed will be inversely proportional. Inversely proportional is going to be 5:4. Okay, time and speed are inversely proportional. So the speed, if the speed of Lisa is 5 kilometers per hour, let me mention that also. If it is 5 kilometers per hour, then Linda's speed will be 4 kilometers per hour. So we have fixed something. We have assumed something here. That's nothing but the speed. And now you have to assume the distance. What will you assume as a distance between A and B? What is the distance you're going to assume between A and B? No clue?
D.
D. You're only again giving the answer. I don't want the answer. What will you assume the distance between A and B? Something related to the speed. You can go for the LCM of the given values. What are the two values? Now you have it here. Only these two. So what is LCM?
20.
20.
So we can assume 20 km, because the minute you want to find the time, you can divide that by the speed. So distance by speed is time. So when you say this is 5 kilometers per hour and this is 4 kilometers per hour, we can say 20 by 5, he takes 4 hours. 20 by 4, he takes 5 hours. Is it clear? Almost the end of the class. Okay. So is it clear now? So now we are going to consider this as 20 kilometers and they both are traveling in opposite direction. So what is the speed when they travel in the opposite direction? Relative speed. Relative speed, ma? Same direction, opposite direction. What is the speed when they travel in the opposite direction?
5:4.
Aha, I'm not asking that. I'm asking for the formula. Relative speed, when you consider, because when the two persons are involved, we always go for relative speed. Now you are two persons, Linda and Lisa, both are traveling. So the relative speed when they move in the same direction is nothing but same direction. When you go for this, it is nothing but S1 minus S2. When you go for the opposite direction, it is S1 plus S2. You know this or not?
Yes.
Because if you don't know, then I need to explain from that side. I mean, that basic I have to explain. I assume that you all know the basic. I started directly with this. So is this clear? This part you know that? So which formula will apply here?
S1 plus S2.
Opposite.
Because they are moving in opposite direction.
Opposite direction.
Right. So what will be the answer?
9.
What is supposed to do?
9.
9.
9.
So the speed will be nothing but S1 plus S2. That's nothing but 9 kilometers per hour. Okay, fine. Then what you should do?
Find time.
Time we have.
Find. How to find?
Time is equal to distance by speed.
Speed is equals to distance by time.
Time is equal to, all that is correct. Time is equal to distance by speed. Now you are going to say distance by, this is going to be 9. Right. Why by 9? Because opposite direction they are traveling and the two speeds are 5 and 4. So you are going to add that and take it as 9. So what is distance?
20 kilometers.
20.
మొత్తం 4
20.
4
Is it 20?
మొత్తం
Check.
20.
There is a small mistake, ma. Even the previous batch, they were answering all other questions. Here they got stuck. What is that mistake? What is that mistake? And this I need to explain. Maybe I'll go to the next page and explain this. What I have to explain here is, imagine that two of you. Can you give me a name, please? One of you?
Hindu.
Hindu. The other person?
Diana.
Diana. Hindu and Diana, they are away from each other. Okay. How much away from each other is, like they are 10 kilometers away from each other, you consider. Their house is 10 kilometers away. 10 is too high. Make it, okay, let it be. Just don't think of all that distance. I'm just putting it as 10 kilometers. So they both are having the same speed of walking. Say this is, she's having 2 kilometers per hour, because I gave the same example in the last class. So I thought I'll give the same thing now. So both are having the speed of 2 kilometers per hour. Fine. And now they both are starting at the same time. Let me consider that Hindu, she's starting at 10 a.m. and Diana also is starting at 10 a.m. What time will they meet? Or where will they meet? They both are moving in opposite direction, right? Where will they meet now?
5 kilometers.
Exactly in the middle, correct? Because they both are of same speed, they both will be moving exactly, they'll meet at exactly 5 kilometers. Okay, fine. Now, when will they meet? Duration. In that case, I need to take 10 kilometers divided by the relative speed, which is nothing but 2 plus 2. This is nothing but 2.5 hours. So you can see that when she travels for 2.5 hours, 1 hour, she will travel 2 kilometers. Again, 1 more hour. See, 1 hour, 2 kilometers. Another 1 hour, 2 kilometers. Then after that, you have only half an hour, 1 kilometer. So 5 is covered. Same thing this side. So you have covered 5. This is nothing wrong in this. It's very, very clear. Correct. Now I'll change the values. Is it clear? This is about the relative speed formula using for opposite direction, how to calculate. And now I'm giving you the same problem, except for one small changes. You know that to come to the middle, you are taking 2.5 hours. Okay. And imagine that this person, instead of starting at 10 a.m., very enthusiastic, and she just wants to meet her friend at the earliest. This person is sleeping always. Diana is always sleeping, so she will get up only at 10 a.m. And this person starts at 6 a.m. to meet Diana. Again, the speed is same. Now, when will they meet? And where will they meet? The previous problem was very easy. They both are starting at the same time. They both are having the same speed. So they exactly meet in the middle. And how to find the duration? Distance divided by relative speed. You got the duration also. Now I'm saying that Hindu is going to start at 6 a.m. She will be traveling towards Diana's place, but Diana will get up only at 10 a.m. So when will they both meet? You have the speed, right? So you know that every 1 hour, 2 kilometers will be covered. Correct? It's too small. Every 1 hour, 2 kilometers will be covered. So another 1 hour, 2 kilometers will be covered. Another 1 hour, 2 kilometers will be covered. How many such 1 hours are possible?
4.
6, no? I'm sorry, 4. 4. I am wrong. Okay, 4 hours, because 10 a.m. when Diana starts moving, this person is going to be somewhere here. 4 hours travel, that is nothing but 8 kilometers covered. So what is the balance left out here?
2
Just
kilometers.
2 more kilometers to be traveled. At that time, Diana suddenly wakes up and says, okay, you're coming, then I'll also come. Right? So what is happening here is, you have already traveled so much, and now only 2 kilometers distance is there. Your speed is same as her speed. Then where will they meet?
One kilometer away from.
Yes, ma'am?
1 kilometer from.
Very good. Because 2 kilometers is there, exactly in the middle they are going to meet. So at what place they are meeting? 1 kilometers from Diana's place. So Hindu would have traveled 9 kilometers. At what time they meet?
11 a.m.
Is it 11? See, 10 a.m., you know that Hindu has come here. Hindu is here at 10 a.m. Next, 1 more hour if she travels, she will be reaching this place. Because every 1 hour, not able to
Ma'am,
see.
your screen is not visible, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. 1 minute. It was showing that not able to see, but the screen is visible to others.
We can see your face only.
Oh, 1 minute. Resume presenting. Are you getting it now? Oh, wait. Are you getting it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So here, you know that Hindu has come to this place at 10 a.m. And then, no, not at 10 a.m. Is it correct? Yeah. 6 o'clock she starts. 4 hours she's traveling. 10 a.m. Hindu is going to be here. 2 kilometers away. Correct. And now, if she travels for another 1 hour, she will cover another 2 kilometers and she'll reach this point itself. Correct. Is she traveling the whole 1 hour?
Half an hour.
Half an hour, because she is going to cover another half an hour. So at 10:30, they both will be meeting each other. Right. So when this time is changed, you know that they are not meeting in the middle, though their speed is same. Are they meeting in the middle? No. So I cannot use this formula which you were saying, 10 kilometer by S1 plus S2. Can I use this? That is 2 plus 2. I can't do it. This can be applied only for the same time. Like here we have 10 o'clock, they both are starting. Now the distance is 2 kilometers. Again, now I had to go for this. This is nothing but half. So they'll meet after half an hour after 10 a.m. Because you need to consider only when the time is same. The time here, Diana starts is 10 a.m. At that time, where is she? And that distance you have to consider. Is that clear? Shall I repeat it again? This concept is very important. Shall I repeat it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. I said you have understood that 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Hindu is traveling, whereas Diana is sleeping. So when Hindu is traveling for 4 hours, every 1 hour she is going to cover 2 kilometers. So in 4 hours, she would have covered total 8 kilometers, right? And now she has reached this point at 10 a.m. By then, Diana also starts moving from her place. So when they both are moving, now you can see that 10 a.m. she is here and 10 a.m. So let me put this picture in separate way. Separate way is, this is 2 kilometers distance. Now Hindu is here, Diana is here. 10 a.m. she is starting. Diana is also going to start at 10 a.m. So when will they meet?
At 1 kilometer.
Exactly.
10:30.
And the speed is 2 kilometers per hour. So 1 more hour if she travels, it will come here. So it's only half an hour she's going to travel. Right. So it all depends on the timing also. Though you are moving in opposite direction, the distance between them is 10 kilometers. But I cannot apply if I say that the problem given here is Hindu is starting at 6 a.m. This one Diana is starting at 10 a.m. The distance between them is 10 kilometers. When will they meet? If I say this 10 a.m. Okay, and speed is same. I cannot consider the middle value now. Is it possible to consider this?
No, ma'am.
No, only here. They will be meeting somewhere here. So similarly, this particular problem, where is that problem? Yeah. In this problem, can I consider this now as you were saying? This is 9 we are taken. Can I go for 20 by 9? Is it correct?
No, ma'am.
No. What is wrong? Then what you're supposed to correct here? Bring them to same time. Right. Anytime when you're using this average speed formula, you have to bring them to same time. So which one will you bring? Can I say that this person, like Diana has just said, Linda is nothing but Diana. Diana is sleeping and she starts at 8 a.m. and then wake her up at 7 a.m. So you start working because she's starting at 7. Can I say that? Not possible. Because this person is getting up only at 8 and from 8 only this person is starting. Only thing is, this person has started at 7 a.m. You can bring that person to 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. where will be? Would have come somewhere here, right? Now you consider, because you know that Linda is starting at 8. Consider Lisa at 8. So what is the distance traveled by Lisa during that time? Linda is starting at 7 a.m. Till 8 a.m. how much distance Lisa would have traveled?
2.
That problem. Here you don't have to.
D by 4, right?
What is the speed of Lisa? What is the speed of Lisa?
5.
5. So you remember this one? Let me put a different color.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You remember this? Lisa's speed is 5 and Linda's speed is 4. So you know that now Lisa started earlier. I have to bring Lisa till 8 a.m. The distance traveled will be 5 kilometers because he's traveling for 1 hour and the speed is 5 kilometers per hour. So what's the balance distance left out here?
15.
No, I'm getting, wait, sorry. That is nothing but 15, correct. The balance distance what you have now is 15, it's not 20. And now both are having the same timing, so I can go for their speed directly. So this is going to be 15 by 9. Why 9? Because 5 plus 4. Is it clear now? Is this clear? So what is 15 by 9? In 3, this will go 5 by 3. 5 by 3 is again, in terms of hours it is, because we are taking everything in terms of kilometers per hour or kilometers. So this is going to be 1, 2 by 3. Right, it's 1 hour and the left out is 2 by 3. So what is the 2 by 3? You have to convert this into minutes because we are taking everything in terms of hours. So it's going to be 1 hour and the minutes is nothing but multiply into 60 to make it into minutes. When you multiply into 60, what is the value? 40 minutes.
40.
So they are meeting after 1 hour and 40 minutes. After which time? 7 a.m. or 8 a.m.?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. because we have brought it. This calculation is already over and we have brought both of them to 8 a.m. So it should be 8 a.m. plus 1 hour and 40 minutes. So answer is 9 hours and 40 minutes. This is the answer. Clear? Any doubt in this? This is, I'm going to record this one, put this in the later in the YouTube channel. You can just watch this. I think this is a little complicated problem, not that easy. And if you feel you're not comfortable, tomorrow we'll start with this problem. Is it okay?
Ma'am, we should take only starting time or we can equal ending time also.
Either way, but the time should be same.
Okay.
Like two persons moving in a different direction and whatever it is, when you're applying this relative speed formula, the timing should be same. So we have taken this timing as same now, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose this person is starting at 9 a.m., then I need to make him imagine this one, this same problem. I'll go with the green. I'll do. If suppose I say this person is starting at 9 a.m., as usual, the same problem. Here I'm changing this to 9. So what will happen now? So 8 also will not match. So I have to make him go for another 1 hour, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So 9 a.m. is he would have traveled another 5 kilometers. And the left out distance will be how much? 10 kilometers.
10 kilometers.
So now you have to apply 10 by 9.
Okay, ma'am.
That is again 1 hour, 1 by 9 into 60 minutes. 60 minutes, how much is going to be? In 3, this will go 3, that is 20 by 3. So 1 hour, 20 by 3 minutes. So 20 by 3, again you have to convert. How will you do it? This 1 hour, how many times will this go? 6 times, right? 6 minutes. 18 goes, balance is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3, again convert this into seconds by multiplying into 60. So it's going to be 1 hour, 6 minutes, 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
Accordingly, it'll keep changing. The minute you keep changing the timing, only thing is, wherever they are, you bring it to the same time.
Okay.
And see the distance between them. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear with this?
Okay, ma'am.
Fine. Then we'll do one thing. I'll stop this now. Next class, we'll see the balance problem. Okay, fine. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
It's clear.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
And I can see the video later and find out in case you can, if you have doubts, you can come back. Next class, you can come with doubts.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, bye.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
share that question paper.
Yeah, sure. How to share it? Okay, in WhatsApp. Yeah,
WhatsApp.
I'll send it, ma'am. Good.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have you all given your registration number?
Yes, ma'am.
Bye. That's going to be your attendance.
Only registration number or we should write name also, ma'am.
Name is already existing. I think that's not required.
Okay, ma'am.
All the names are there. Right. I know this is enough for how many students totally? 44? Some left, I think.
47, ma'am.
47. Good. That's a very good strength. Thank you so much. Both the classes are good for me. Like I had biomet in the from 1 to 2 and this one. Thank you. Please, you regularly attend this class so that in between, if you miss, then you'll be missing few problems in that. Okay. Yeah. See you then. Bye. You can leave.
Leave